less than EP data end equals 466 data start equals 88 greater than. So here we are, just a day after one of the most closely watched presidential elections in recent Polish history. The 2025 presidential election has officially come to an end, and the results are now confirmed. Karol Nawrocki, the candidate supported by Law and Justice, that is PS, has emerged as the new president of Poland, narrowly defeating Rafał Trzaskowski in the second round. Less than P data end equals 963 data start equals 468 greater than. It was a tense night, one that kept many Poles glued to their screens. Initial exit polls at 9 p.m. suggested a slight lead for Trzaskowski, showing him ahead by just 0.6 percentage points. But as the night unfolded and the votes were counted from all 100% of polling stations, it became clear. Nawrocki clinched the victory with 50.89% of the vote, amounting to over 10.6 million ballots cast in his favor. Trzaskowski followed closely behind, with 49.11%, receiving just over 10.2 million votes. Less than P data end equals 1305 data start equals 965 greater than. This razor-thin margin illustrates how deeply divided the country remains, both politically and ideologically. Notably, voter turnout hit a record-breaking 71.63%, reflecting a highly engaged electorate. It's the highest turnout in the history of Polish presidential elections, signaling just how critical this election felt to many people. Less than EP data end equals 1629. Data start equals 1307 greater than. Interestingly, Trzaskowski won overwhelmingly among voters abroad, securing over 63% of the overseas vote. Cities like Gdansk, Warsaw, and Wrocław also leaned heavily toward him. In contrast, Nawrocki dominated in many rural and conservative regions, including most of Malopolska, where he received nearly 59% of the vote. Less than P data end equals 2034 data start equals 1631 greater than. Reactions have been swift. Portuguese media labeled Nawrocki's win a surprise, especially given his lower international profile compared to Trzaskowski. Even former President Lech Walesa weighed in with a call for political cleansing. Meanwhile, leaders like Czech President Petr Pavel have already extended congratulations, expressing hope for continued democratic progress under Nawrocki's leadership. Less than P data end equals 2461 data is last node equals data is only node equals data start equals 2036 greater than. Despite the sharp divide, one thing is clear. The democratic process in Poland remains alive and deeply rooted. With such a high turnout and engaged citizenry, the political landscape in Poland is set for a dynamic future. As the dust settles, all eyes will now be on President-elect Nawrocki to see how he navigates a politically complex environment and how his presidency will shape Poland's place in Europe and the world. Stay subscribed for more videos.